1 in 11 million, which is the probability of any person being involved in a crash.
Nigel Waterhouse, who works in Transport Canada's Design Approval Department, says extensive testing of aircraft like this Japan Airlines plane helped ensure all 379 passengers on board got off alive after Tuesday's crash at Japan's Haneda airport.
Everything inside the airplane is tested and it doesn't burn. The aircraft cabin is designed so that all of the passengers, well, everybody can get off within 90 seconds.
The wide-body jetliner was landing when it collided with a Coast Guard turboprop, which sources say had been stopped on the runway for nearly 40 seconds. The Japan Airlines jet kept advancing on the tarmac until it came to a standstill. The Coast Guard Dash 8 had entered the runway without permission from air traffic control. 5 of the 6 crew members on the Coast Guard plane were killed. An investigation into the collision is underway.
I'm sure what we're going to find in this investigation is that the flight crew fully believed that they were doing the right thing. So the question then is, can we drill down far enough to find out what it was that made this seem correct?
As far as whether something like what happened in Japan could happen at Canadian airports, according to the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, the runway incursion rate in this country doubled in the last decade from an average of 5.3 incursions per 100,000 arrivals and departures in 2010 to an average of 10.7 in 2021.
Those numbers, they cover all airplanes, not just passenger commercial traffic. I think there's a lot of near misses that people don't necessarily know about.
As for why air traffic controllers in Japan didn't see the Coast Guard aircraft, this retired NAV Canada manager says it can be hard to see.
Really, often you look out and all you see is a blinking light in a sea of hundreds of other lights, including taxiway lights and runway lights.
This is the initial contact of the Dash 8 to the tower. So it basically announces he's on taxiway C.
Reviewing transcripts of the conversations with the control tower, Waterhouse points out the language wasn't clear.
Departing traffic is present. So Japan Airlines knew that there's another aircraft which is in the vicinity, which is getting ready to depart.
He'll be watching the investigation closely as officials aim to complete the removal of the wreckage this weekend. Neetu Garcha, Global News, Vancouver.